Good morning, everyone, and yes, it is still morning, and I'm going to give you an update on my works in progress. I really have progressed a lot, I don't know how much what I had done the last time I showed you, but I'm working on this nativity set. The hardest hurdle is crocheting around the styrofoam balls. This is the body of the sheep. It's the last one to be covered. I've got it about yay far. Yay far. I've got a couple more rows of this one, maybe one more row of this 30, and then I'm going to decrease back down to the 24, and then maybe a couple rows of the 24 until I get to where I can go to 18 and then 12. And I go to 12 because 6 is hard, very, very hard to sew together. Because you gotta sew it together. I'm going to put it back in the box here. And my ball, I keep it in the box while I'm crocheting with my nice little crochet hook. I would love to try furl, but I can't find furl in the C size or the 3mm or the 2.5mm. This is a 2.5mm hook. Really tiny. I refuse to use this thing that came in the kit. One's a 2mm, even smaller than the other, and one is a 1mm. My hands would cramp because it's not padded. If I got some Sculpey, maybe I could scope around this part here and make it easier to hold, but this would hurt my hand, and I definitely need something with a thicker, not wood, because I would break wood in a heartbeat. Okay, so how far along? I've got all 7 of the adult bodies done. Let's see, these are the 2 shepherds. They're slightly different colored. This will be one of the wise men, another wise man here. I didn't want Mary to have the same color, same like the picture. So I gave her a pink body. She's going to have the blue scarf. And this is be Joseph. Okay. And I got the heads. The wise men. These 3 here will be let's see if I can show it good. Be the wise men. These 2 will be the shepherds. And again, they're slightly different colored. And these will be Mary and Joseph. They're the same colored. Now, same color as Mary and Joseph would be baby Jesus. Baby Jesus is easy. I just sew him that to that. But I'm not doing it yet until I got all the other parts done. I got to get the arms and the hats. It don't have hair. It has their hats. And this, of course, is the head of the sheep. It's ready and I got to do the legs of the sheep, which I'll stuff. And I also have to do, the arms. I think the arms will be the easiest to sew on. The hats will be the hardest to sew on because I'll have to sew around on the head with a styrofoam ball in the way. So we shall see how that goes. But right now it's time consuming. And there was a period of time where I cut my finger. And so I didn't crochet until it was better enough to where it wouldn't hurt when I bumped it. Because it was like a paper cut, but it was with a knife. I was making my dinner. And on that note, so first of all, I have started back again making homemade yogurt. And so I did 3 flavors. And this time I used sweetened condensed milk. I'm diabetic and I only used half a can, so it's not really that sweet. Probably less sweet than the store-bought ones that are not diet. And I never would find the diet ones. But at least this one has full fat. It's important to have full fat. I don't like the low fat ones. But anyway, this one here is coconut. And I've got only 3 out. I made about 23, so enough to last 3 weeks. And then I'll make more. And this one is just with fig jam. Just with jam. Easy. Any flavor jam would be great to use with it. The mango one, I did cut up the mango, fresh mango, and I added my stevia, and I cooked it until it was a little thicker, and I smashed it up as well. And that one made a good topping on the bottom there. You see there's the mango. And so I found these lids online. They're made for wee yogurt jars. And yes, this is a wee yogurt jar. And see, that's how thick it is. Anyway, the top is very thick. The bottom is not as thick as the top. But the one good thing about my own yogurt is that there are no preservatives in it. That's good. Okay, and not much going on. I do want to make a turtle with a birthday cake yarn that was pink and white that I showed in the last video. I haven't had another yarn haul. But anyway, it's getting close to Valentine's. My doctor is making me have doctor appointments every month until my sugars, and I'm diabetic, are down below 8. Right now they're at a 9, and it's slowly coming down little bit by little bit. Around Thanksgiving it kind of bumped up a couple of points, and then it went back down. So it just kind of, for 3 months it's been at 9 or 9 point something. But hopefully soon it will come down. I was put on a new medicine called Ozempic. It's not being nice to me this week. It's hurting my stomach and giving me headaches. At least it's not doing anything more than that right now. So I'm okay. But I started on the full dose. Anyway, I went ahead. For 4 years I've been collecting metal heart-shaped Dove candy things. I'm not going to eat all this by myself. I will share it. And I'll be very cautious. It'll last a while. I'm not going to open it until closer to Valentine's Day. But when I eat one, that's all I'm going to eat. It's be like a candy for when my sugar is low. That kind of thing. But I'm going to share it with my mom. And my nieces if they're around. We haven't had my nieces or my nephew around much lately. So I miss them. My great nieces, not my nieces. I miss my nieces too. But my great nieces. They're in school now. And the youngest one, the baby, he's getting a little sibling. Yeah, but the youngest is a little boy. He is 2 now. He looks like he's 3. He acts like he's 3. But my niece moved 2 hours away. It takes 2 hours to drive to her house. So I don't get to see him very often unless she has to be here anyway. So that's about all for this video, I guess. I don't have much going on. It's kind of thing. Oh, I do have one thing I've been doing. Now, I told you about the walker. And when I go out, I'm still using this walker because it's still hard to get up from certain heights. And so I use the walker when I'm going out here. But when I'm in the house and my knees are not hurting really badly, because sometimes they do hurt really badly, I'll use my cane. Anyway, I'm getting better at the cane, and I'm not yet ready to use the cane when I go out. Because if I sit down and I can't get up, that's not good. And there are times I can't, because my knee's hurting, I can't get up from certain lower seats, a normal chair. It's hard. Ever since I broke my ankle a year ago in February and got surgery in March, my balance has not been good, and getting up and down, my legs are just weaker. I had 6 weeks where I wasn't allowed to put any weight on that broken ankle. So I'm recovering slowly from that, but I am diabetic and I do have numbness in my feet. So I don't think that's going to get better, but we'll just see. The one where I broke my ankle has a lot more numbness in it than the other, so there's partly maybe nerves were damaged when I broke it and walked on it for 3 weeks. Don't do that. Don't walk on a broken ankle. I thought it was sprained though. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to say bye now, and hopefully I have, more videos recently if I have more content when I start working on a turtle, or when I start having finished objects, when I start finishing those nativity characters. I'll update more. Alright, bye.